Hi guys, this is my first video with Thundachin, my shaman, in a grumpy pugs production. Yay! Okay, this is my first video with an elemental shaman. It's my first elemental shaman that I've got to any sort of level. I'm a noob shaman, as it were. First off, stats wise, his item level is 199 at the time of this video, and his legendary is only at level 1, so it's a 190 legendary. Echoes of Greater Sundering. His talent build is pretty standard: Echo of the Elements, Aftershock, Spirit Wolf, Storm Elemental, Nature's Guardian, Primal Elementalist and Stormkeeper. I've used YouTubers Petco and Baraka Sharma for inspirations as far as using a shaman is concerned. I've watched their videos, trying to follow them as closely as possible and learn as much as I can about shaman. So on with the video. Apologies for not being able to shoot the start of the video. Unfortunately, I forgot to press record. This is just before the first boss, so we're not too far behind. And here we are, on the first boss. So I start off with a primordial wave, and then just lava shot initially. That's the tank here if you wanted lust. But he wasn't interested on this boss. He wanted to save it for the second. So I'm primarily using Lava Burst and keeping Flame Shock up, then Earth Shock and Earthquake when I can. In between, it's Lightning Bolt. There's a lot going on with this boss, a lot of movement, so in between I'm using Frost Shock, Flame Shock, So here the tactic was to rogue to provide a shroud so we could all stealth through all the mobs up to the second boss. I nearly made contact back there, but managed to avoid it. Drag this fellow up to the top, and after him we get Pride. We're always trying to think about defensives, so we don't put too much strain on the healer. So I dropped a healing stream totem down there. Again, just Flame Shock, Lava Burst, and Earthshock and Earthquake with Lightning Bolt as fillers.
You think yourself exceptional, gifted, but you will learn humility.
I was looking for the position there just so that I can keep an eye on where the Prideful's damaging abilities are coming from. That's on me now. Lava Burst. Bloodlust. So out comes the Storm Elemental in a second. There we go. And with the Storm Elemental, I'm just using Lightning Bolt. And then using Earthshock and Earthquake when they're up. Another defensive using my Covenant ability. Sitting back with my Storm Elemental, just firing lightning bolts into them. I did take a flask for this run and I dropped a feast for the party before we started. So as there's a number of targets here, I elected to change the chain lightning for a sec, then back to lightning bolt. And as my Storm Elementalist disappeared, I would have returned to Flame Shock and Lava Burst. We normally, well, with my usual group, we take the mobs here outside, just because there's more room, but the tank has elected to take them inside, which is fair enough. It's a good team. Tank knows exactly what he's doing. Healer's good as well. First time I've seen a monk in a Mythic team as a healer. It's usually pallies. I'm putting frost shocks on these beasts to slow them down so the tank has got time to kite. Just anything to help, really. Unfortunately, that earthquake missed by a mile. Just chain lightning on all these targets. Put frost shock on the Spitefuls as well and slow them down. And I drop a capacitator totem there to CC that mob so he couldn't catch him. Little heal on myself. I expected to bring the mobs out here again, but that's what we do in our group in Grumpy, but that's not what we do here, so I have to circumvent the crap on the floor and then just start off with chain lightning. I've got my elemental up again. He's off cooldown. And earth shock and earthquakes. Trying to get it's very close proximity in this area. It's difficult, so I was trying to move to get a better view of what's going on. But each time I move, I use a instant cast spell. So, as I said earlier, frost shock or flame shock, or even a earth shock if that's it. Time for the third boss. So here it's back to the primordial wave, followed by lava burst, and then keeping flame shock up. I chuck in my rock elemental, or earth elemental, should I say, just for a little bit extra damage. But his item level is telling here.
You must face your punishment.
Maybe should have saved the Storm Elemental for this part here, for the boss. Graticule. That's it. Because of the camera, I couldn't get the Graticule on the ground. I had to move. Again, throwing some instant DPS on there. It's not a lot, but at least I'm doing something when I'm moving. He's not doing too bad for a 199 item level and level 1 legendary. That's straight through to the mini boss. I looked around, nobody decided where we was going to start, so we just all dived in. I took the bottom left hand row. Because we all seem to sort ourselves out pretty quickly, and I'm getting picked on there. Using Spirit Wolf to get away, giving me a bit of room. What I could have done is Thunderstorm to not run away, really. Got another guy on me there. And this time I do use Thunderstorm. Get up the defensive, because I'm under attack. Move to us front of the church where the last of the mobs are. Or the ads, rather. And just really keeping up chain lightning here and throwing in earth shocks and earthquakes. An earth shot down. Notice that down there there's still a few mobs. I thought we'd killed them all really. I took care of my part of the room. I have to save the earthquake and move forward and use it as I'm going forward. Now it's just the boss to concentrate on. So flame shot and lava burst. Shock. Right, the last mob's on me, but he has been CC'd, but I drop a frost shock on him just to keep him away from me while we take on Pride. Oh, the manifestation of Pride. Got a quick heal there from the Mistweaver Monk. I'm dropping in an earthquake. Right, on to the final boss. And this is where I cock up. So it was all going well until I messed up here, but you'll see in a minute. So again, just using single target rotation. We haven't got Lust because it was too quick. The little ghost figures there are part of my trinket. I use my trinket, these guys come up, I've got to do the dance, move into each of them, and then I get extra haste. Storm Elemental will back up again. Lightning Bird, Lightning Bolt, Earthquake, and Earthshock. So I've picked up the stream there and I'm soaking, that's all fine. I drop down a totem, you can see the counter counting down to the left of me for some healing. Good so far. Then this happens. So I don't pick up that one on the right, which is sort of... The warrior went past it, but it was my job really. So, I don't quite die. I think that's a conduit ability. So I get a few seconds, and then I can reincarnate. If I'd have been on a different DPS, that would have been lights out. I mean, he's nearly down anyway, we've still got him down without me, but... I just don't like making mistakes. Thank you very much for watching. I hope that was useful in some way, or that it was entertaining at least. Bye.